Submit, and you'll die quickly.
Okay, so yeah, Chaplain is not showing up as a combatant. Like, he's not marked with a red square around him. Servitors aren't either. We don't see her. So I'm not sure where she is in all of this. Ceremony guest, clerk. Oh, the clerk. We'd be attacking the clerk too. Cass, First Mace Dagon. I just want to see where everyone is to see who I'm going to be killing. Combat Servitor is probably going to be a problem. But no, I don't see the granddaughter wherever she's hiding. Which is odd that she isn't still standing there. But she doesn't appear to be on the battlefield. Why is the clerk attacking me? I feel a little bad about that. But then again, we don't know much about him to know whether he's a good guy or not. Well, I guess we can get into battle, or into starting positions for the battle. So let's put our ranged characters. I mean, there's nowhere good to go. What's our order? We'll put Ignatius back there. Cassia here. Argenta here. So at least we have some cover. Can you actually get cover from this side? Yeah, for what little that grants you. Because there's no cover there, so just standing there would get us killed. But I'm thinking I want to be up on the upper levels, because that will give us slight bonuses, probably. Although, on the other hand, we could potentially go somewhere where we can make it up here. And that would be even better elevation. As for our melee characters, you can't actually start there. We'll get you over here by this combat servitor. You get ready to take on these two, I think. Probably. And Cabela. She is best in groupings of weak enemies. She could also probably help out here, take out those, and then help out with the combat servitor. That might not be a bad call. I don't know, something like that. Let's start the battle. Cassia's first. Can she just like wipe out half of them with a well-placed third eye? Quite possibly. Oh, right. She can set up the various zones. So she defines the rear as being back here. Or there. I wish I could turn this. Complained about that last time.
I'm not accustomed
We go
to being
rear
ordered
there.
around.
Backline, which is for our support units, I guess. Can I put it in the same location? I cannot. I guess that's not terribly surprising. Alright, we could, I guess, put this as our back line. So try and get our support unit standing here for defensive bonuses. Argenta here maybe Ignatius. And then for our melee, thinking this is going to be the majority of our melee for a little bit. One could argue that I could have melee there as well, but that would just help Abelard. So we got that out of the way. Now, if I used the eye here, is there some way to not hit Pascal? Because if I can hit all of them, yeah, I'd hit the servitors, which would be bad. But just looking at here, just wishing I could get around the pillar to not hit Pascal, but hit all the rest of them. Because that would be amazing. Or do I just hit Pascal anyway? Just was wishing that that pillar would block line of sight to him. That seems to not be the case. We could instead get force moves on all of them, which would be bad for us having just placed down our melee zone. Something like, why can I not hit you with forced movement? Are you out of line of sight? Yeah, okay. So that hits you now. So something like that grabs a whole bunch of people.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Really? Everyone else succeeded? Well, that's disappointing. Or is it saying that from here she can't see any of those people? Because normally you see with this one who she's going to affect. I don't know. Move the... I don't really want to move the Comet Servitor away. I want Pascal to be part of it. But the farther we move people, the more damage they take. Okay, we'll see you, pseudonym. No, she can definitely see these people. Apparently not that far back one. How far away are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not sure who this will grab, but if I'm lucky, it'll grab all 3 of them. Nope, just the servitor. Not the best. It's fine. Alright, bring it down on Ignatius, because giving him a free extra turn is always powerful.
If I may.
So we've got 2 action points. I could ignite... Where... We had Cass and Dagon next to each other. Where did Dagon go? Thought he was right here. Oh, they're both in that same square. That's awkward. Sure. No, probably the smart thing to do would be to ignite ourselves.
Suits my purposes.
Just to get that going. Hello, you, clerk. That way, even before our turn, we're already good to go. We don't have to waste our turn with igniting ourselves. I'm gonna leave the melee zone there, even though I might send Pascal this way. And leave that to Gabella. I probably shouldn't have moved him for the little bit of damage we did. I don't think that was worth it. Oh, you just killed someone. Oh, who? You did tons of damage to Ignatius. Alright, Abelard. I need you to murder people. Thinking we'll do cleave because it'll hit both of them. I don't think they're supposed to both be in a single square, if I'm being perfectly honest. We could also do the use our power maul. Single attack with equipped melee weapon. Wide melee attack that hits additional targets on both sides of the attacker. I don't think that can help us in any way. But I think you can, like, knock people back. Yeah, that. Probably better just to do damage. If we attacked you guys... Who knows how much damage it would do. I'd need to... If I put you here, and then did a single attack 8 to 13 on either of them, versus if I used Power Maul 10 to 11, but it would... This one would knock them back? No, this one would knock them back. Into that, taking additional damage. I don't know that that's worth it. What if we put you here? Then did a cleave so that it hits both of them. And leaves him in cover. Maybe that's the call.
That's actually sound of gray hair, short hair.
Yeah, so we hit both of them. That's what we wanted. I could charge, but they'd get an attack against me. Are you guys both using melee weapons? I think so. So we'd take both of those attacks, which wouldn't be ideal. But he could charge somewhere. Oh, did the cleric just straight up get killed? Looks like it. But no, I don't have anywhere that's really useful for you to charge to. It's a shame. Definitely should have started with Sworn Enemy. But I did not. Where marks a target gaining 24% armor and 6 damage on melee attacks against that target. The target attacks the warrior during this round. The warrior gains +1 AP once per round. I mean, there's no harm in doing it. I think it gives us some amount of armor protection. So we'll go for the guy who has more health, 128. Although he's the one that's on fire. Why are you on fire? I don't know. We'll make him our sworn enemy. So now we will have some protection from his attacks, I think.
Let's get to it.
Good dodge.
Let's make it quick.
Oh. Are they attacking each other? Because that seemed to be a straight shot onto the combat servitor, not trying to hit anyone else. Do we have different factions here? Huh. You ran away taking a hit and then tried to attack Cabela and missed. Fantastic. I think they might be fighting amongst themselves. Ooh, voice of command. Oh, Abelard lit him on. Does your sword somehow light people on fire? Seem to. Well, now this looks like a giant grouping of enemies. Where can you get to? She could get... Can you really only get to there? Why? You have tons of movement. Why is your movement so slow right now? It's showing -6. This moving a single square is taking 3 movement, and so the second square would be 6 movement. Is it because this guy is somehow preventing your movement? You can't get to his weak point, which is on this side, looks like. No, diagonal, where Abelard is. This is weak spot. I thought it was always direct sides, but that's pretty obviously the diagonal. Okay. What about jumping? Could I jump you somewhere? I mean, technically, jump you to there. Alright, you are just in the way, sir. I guess we could do a blade dance. Just where we are. Hit him 4 times. That's probably the right call. Yeah. Let's do that. So we'll blade dance here. Then do I still get a strike afterwards? Maybe. I should remember this, but obviously I don't. So start with the blade dance. You'll get a bunch of hits on him. There. We do still get another strike. So for that, we'll switch to the two-handed weapon. And I can make you bleed? No. That was someone else's weapon. Maybe Pascal's. I don't recall. So just a basic strike on him.
As the tenants demand.
And we're doing good damage to him. He just has tons of health. And that's really all I can do with her. I could do Death from Above just to get her a bit farther out of here. But I can jump to here, which would then put us adjacent to Cass. For whatever that's worth. Let's see. Assassin chooses an enemy in their line of sight and marks an additional opening on this enemy on whichever side is closest to the assassin. Oh, should have used that. If this additional opening is not hit by the end of the assassin's turn, it disappears. Well, that was a mistake. I could have used that and then gotten all 5 of the hits on that opening side. Ah, well. I will learn their new archetypes. Huh. Just saw your comment, Nemesis. So in the case of our character, he's a pyromancer psyker. And so he's got abilities where if he is on fire, his psi rating is up by 1. And so the best thing to start combat for him is to light himself on fire, because he has abilities that reduce the amount of damage he takes while he's on fire. And then he just does way more damage from his psychic abilities. There's a method to my madness. Alright, I kind of want this guy gone. But is there anyone else who is more critical to get rid of? I just don't like him being up here with us when this is our back line. Yeah. So maybe we put you here. How much health do you have? Okay, we're not going to kill you with a single bolter shot. Probably not with sniper rifle. Ooh, we can kill you with a single sniper rifle shot. It's kind of awkward to use a sniper rifle that close. But I'm fine with it. Just to get him out of the way.
Guided by faith.
Miss? You had a 95% chance. Let's see. Where can I see the roll that you just... Oh, it's on the miss. Yeah, you rolled a 96 out of a 95. Come on. Well, we can run and gun. Wasn't wanting to waste it here. Just to take out this guy. Now it's only 75 because her ballistics goes down from run and gun. But still, take him out. There we go. Alright, she can mark specific people as prey. We'll do that on her turn. I need to look at these before I have people do their turns. That way she can probably mark either Dagon or Bellardo or the combat servitor, wherever it ran off to, here, as prey to fight. For now, I think she's fine where she's at. There we go. Now we've got Ignatius. Go here where you've got half cover on 3 sides. I think that'll be a smart place to be. We could do Firestorm on Cass because he's already burning, and that would cause these other guys also catch fire and die, and him to take ridiculous damage. 30 to 47. See, that's why we light ourselves on fire. On the other hand, we could light the combat servitor on fire and then run and gun and then use Firestorm on him. But it means Pascal would get hit, and it looks like Pascal would die. Does Pascal really only have 15 health left? Ugh. You are not doing good. So let's start with a Firestorm here. Just to take out some of these people.
My tactics are flawless.
Oh, who else did we kill? No, Abelard and Cabell are fine. Pascal's fine. We didn't kill anyone we cared about. Good, good, good. I was a little worried that I might have... It was a very big blast. But, yep, we took out Cass Bellardo in a single attack there. Orchestrate flames to make sure he doesn't go out. We could do that. Let's use run and gun. Give ourselves another attack. Can't use it on the combat servitor. Is he too far away? If so, that's a shame. Step forward a touch. Yeah, then I could hit the combat servitor.
Forge ahead.
Get him burning. And then orchestrate flames on either the servitor or Dagon. I think the servitor, because he's got 14 burning that he's taking. Dagon's only taking, is that 6 or 8? 6.
Suits my
So we'll keep him burning. Got one more action, but not really anything to do with it. Ooh, Revel and Slaughter.
already done.
Might as well. Gets my ballistic skill back up. Gives me some more crit bonuses. Good turn for him. Pascal. You've got a big area attack. Yes, you do. Assume these guys are just going to die, and they will. So we do Machine Spirit Communion as a start. Get several of my people and several enemies. It's probably a reasonable starting point. Then we could put him here and do a brutal strike, which doesn't hit you. Yeah, it does. You're just not showing the strike icon, but I can see your health flashing. That would kill all of them, but not you. This is where it hurts. The targets of the executioner's next successful attack is under any damage over time effects. Ooh. Yes. Does it have to be a single target attack? Just as the next successful attack. If I use this, no, it's 0 AP. So let's use that, which I believe means that he's going to take that additional damage from all the burning. Probably. It's not showing up here in the calculations. It's just showing the 2832. But it should apply to him, based on what I'm reading. Yeah. Yeah. Let's make sure that worked the way I think it did. So he dealt 35 power damage to the combat servitor on a critical hit, because of course you critted. And then, what else? Burning deals 5 damage to the combat servitor, burning deals 14 damage to the combat servitor, burning deals 5 damage. So that's what that did, is it used 3 instances of the damage from the burning. Then Revel and Slaughter applied. Whatever that means. Then did another 14 damage to the combat servitor for whatever reason. Somehow tied to Revel and Slaughter, I assume. So I'm not seeing that connection. And that killed the combat servitor. Yeah. Fantastic. That worked great. And I think that's basically the end of your turn. Back to Cassia. Who do we have left? So we've got First Mate Dagon. We've got a couple of people up here. And one person down here. She can probably kill... Wow, you have a ton of health. 88? Why are you so special? She could probably kill this guy and severely injure him with Warp Sight. Oh, that's where the clerk ran off to. Gotcha. Any way we could get the clerk and this guy in a single hit? Maybe. If we moved her somewhere like here. No, the clerk's staying out of the range. That is a shame. If she instead was like here, she could hit both of them, which would almost certainly kill one and do some damage to the other. That's not nearly as impressive. Can you see this guy? No, you can't see the clerk at all. We put you here instead. You can't get all the way over there. From here, you still can't see him. Yeah. Just wanting to kill as many people as I can. And this clerk is just hiding out of sight. We just don't have line of sight of a bunch of people. Okay. We've got line of sight on the clerk now, but not this guy. At least there. Now it's showing that the clerk would move, not him. Trying to just carefully maneuver around where I put this to see what sight lines we get. None of them are quite what I need. Yeah, then I can hit him, but not the clerk. Seems like I can get both of these people or the clerk, but not both. With her various abilities, which is a shame. We could do some forced movement on this guy. Possibly. Something like this. So he would be forced to leave the threatened area of Cabela and Abelard, and possibly Pascal, getting attacks of opportunity from all of them. And that seems reasonable.
I am a navigator.
So we'll
not
start
a
there.
servitor.
He didn't move. Come on, man. I did think he still took some damage, though. Now, he succeeded on his willpower test. Shame. And we'll do Voice of Command on Ignatius, because he is our most powerful combatant. Then we can do Bring It Down.
I'm not accustomed to being
To give him another turn.
around.
Can I see? No, I can't see the clerk. I don't know why I wanted to specifically kill the clerk.
Nothing I
Let's
can't do.
burn you. Then I could do run and gun to light someone else on fire. Or we could... By the way, run and gun. We want to... probably ignite. I don't think Firestorm is going to help us in any way. I could kill him, but I could do that with ignite anyway. I could kill you. Can't kill you. So maybe you're the one to focus on because you're the hardest to kill at the moment. Yeah. Besides the clerk. Because he's just out of sight. But the clerk also hasn't done anything to upset me, so I don't necessarily know why we're killing him, besides just that he is hostile. Horde of Thugs. At the start of the turn, this creature gains +5 to weapon skill for each ally in a 3-cell radius around it for 1 round. Yeah, I don't know your deal, clerk. You seem fine, and suddenly you're attacking us. Alright, that's the end of Cassius' turn. I could just do Finest Hour to give Ignatius a whole nother turn. Though he's already used Run and Gun, so I think he would just get a single attack. So that might not be the right call. Or no, does this give him... Yeah, there's no attack limit. Yeah. Let's do it. Ignatius, just end things.
I shall prevail.
So if you were here, can you see the clerk? Yes. So start there. With lighting the clerk on fire.
Face of adversity.
Then let's take out First Mate Dagon.
Not a problem for me. Opposing me was your biggest mistake.
Then who is still dangerous? You have 20 health left. 29, 18. Clerk is actually next in initiative. So perhaps I should just finish him off. And then this guy is following that. Sure, we'll take out the clerk. we're already back to high momentum. We can go with Revel and Slaughter now.
Already done.
And then let's take out this guy,
All too
who's the
easy.
next guy in initiative. Alright, that'll be the end of our turn. We can still orchestrate flames. Is there anyone still on fire besides ourselves? No. Then we could run and gun to get someone else. Oh man, I am abusing this.
Nothing I
Run and
can't
gun. Is it just 2 guys left? It is. And you are the next one to go. So goodbye. Alright. Just because I can,
I am
we'll
fearless
use
cut.
our ability to take an additional shot on this guy.
Not a problem for me.
And just have Ignatius finish the whole combat by himself. And that's why we're the rogue trader. Chaplain is observing the carnage unfazed. Dens would approve of a funeral like this. Now what? What are we going to do with Fidelio? The servitor woman is standing still. It feels as if her dead eyes are staring at Dagon's corpse. But it could be mere coincidence. There is still the unresolved matter of Den's inheritance. Take care of her, Chaplain. Let her live the rest of her life as peacefully as possible, or end her. There is still the unresolved matter of Den's inheritance. Chaplain shrugs. The rightful heir can't exactly make use of it, as you can see, and thanks to your hard work, the other claimants have no more claims to lay. Want to take the fortune for yourself? I think Dens would say you're welcome to it. He liked people like you, people with gumption. Let it be so, which gives us a profit factor of 4. Or have no use of this wealth, do with it as you see fit, Chaplain. It's possible that there might be some story connection if we give all the money to the Chaplain to do with as he wills, but I'm gonna just take it. Let it be so. Chaplain nods, then he glances at the servitor woman. What about her? Our choices are have the Chaplain take care of her or just kill her. So I'm gonna ask the Chaplain to take care of her. I don't think she deserves death. I will spare no effort. And now, Chaplain looks at the coffin. I would like to say goodbye to my old friend. I imagine the crematorium has got its furnaces up and running already, but I feel it would be kind of sad to just shove Dens in there like that. He was known as Jerry Can Dens, and he loved having his enemies drenched in promethium and burned. I think it'd be a nice gesture to send him on his way in the same fashion. Thankfully, it's easy enough to procure a jerry can of promethium on footfall. Abelard nods in approval. Fitting. Chaplain gives you a sidelong glance. Want to stay and watch? With pleasure. I've other business to attend to, or that pirate scum doesn't deserve the honor of my attendance. I'm leaving. No, with pleasure. Well, let's get started, I guess. Huh. Okay, and I guess that is the end of the funeral.
Victory awaits.
Leather armor is not great. Is the girl improved armored body glove? What is the improvement? It's just 25 armor. It's the same as normal armored body glove. We don't need a 25 armor. So she's really not up here anymore. I wonder what happened to her, because I would want to know her take on how this funeral played out, whether she approves or not. Because obviously the chaplain approved, but we did just make her an orphan. Precipitous pattern auto gun. No. I don't think we care about that either.
Follow my lead.
Plasma pistol. We've got a couple of plasma pistols already that I'm already not using. I don't think I need another one. The Ripper. 4 to 6, 10% armor pen, rate of fire 8. No, not super impressed with that. Arsonist bracers. These bracers grant the wearer a +5 bonus to tech use and increase the damage from flame weapons by 3. Hold on to them just in case something seems useful for it, but currently nothing stands out. Can't loot any of them.
None shall stand in my way.
Yeah, she seems to have just vanished. It's a little bit sad. Here's the ceremony guests that are just, or not ceremony guests, aristocrats that just watch the whole thing go down. Oh, we've got some goods here we missed. I assume this is one of the ones, yep, one of the ones we've already read. That's everything back here. So let's come back forward.
A new challenge for me?
So I think we've already explored everything back here there was to see.